If anybody is nice to any of your children, not just your kid, anywhere in the world, you can nominate them by sending an email to twistedparenting@aol.com, and they're going to enter a raffle to win $5,000. Here's a nomination. The amazing, hardworking person working at our local takeout store was my son's school bus teacher many, many years ago when he was a very young boy. Now, my child is struggling very badly in many areas due to childhood trauma, emotionally, socially, and spiritually in pain. My child needed especially a loving father's voice that he didn't merit to have. Unfortunately, my child has so much pain, and so many people out there don't get it. My child struggles with the importance of feeling a sense of belonging. One regular day, my child walked into a takeout store to pick up some food. He was dressed very different than community norms. The shop was exploding with customers, and the old school bus driver recognized my child. After so many years, he saw more than just the different clothes. He was beaming and singling out my child for good, in a loving and kind, loud voice, asking over everyone's head, "How have you been?" with a huge, authentic smile, "So good to see you." My struggling child was so touched. He felt nurtured to his core. He felt so loved and seen and cared for and important just from one little interaction. And he couldn't stop talking about it. What this cashier by the takeout did, I don't think the biggest Baal Mephis could have done. To soothe my child and to fill the father figure void in such a healing, positive, kind, and authentic way. Pure kindness, joy, excitement, cherishing, unfiltered warmth. No judgment. No judgment. May he and his be blessed forever, and may we merit to copy him. And this wonderful cashier and old bus driver is nominated to win $5,000. In our dar, we don't know what people are suffering with. And when we see somebody acting different, looking different, we just need to be nice. It's not all that hard. Just be nice. Think about any tzaddik that you look up to in all of time. What did they do? They didn't yell, they didn't scream, they didn't try to make someone feel uncomfortable. We had a story in Eretz Yisrael where a TP dad is living there now, and he's learning in a kollel. And in that kollel, all of a sudden, there was a boy who was obviously not in yeshiva, wanted to learn, I guess, somewhat. He started coming in, 10:30, 11. Eventually, they got him a chavrusa, and he came in, he had a coffee, he had a piece of cake. And there was one guy that decided, kollel starts 9:30. Why are you coming in 10:30? Which makes no sense. But he was a grump. And he started telling the kid, like, hey, don't just come here for the food at 10:30. We start 9:30. And the kid was like, you know what I mean? He's not getting paid. He's not part of a kollel. He's a kid. And he just was he's going there, not to the movies, not to the beach. He's coming to be in a safe place. So our TP dad went over to him and said, you know, you don't know the kid. You don't know where he's been. He's coming into a sanctuary for sanctuary, like literally he's coming to a sanctuary to be safe. Why do you have to give him a comment? Nah, he needs some tough love. Like, he already knows what he needs. You never met him. He knows what he needs. He diagnosed the problem. He needs to know that. He said, no, he needs a hug. Like, why is this so hard? Be mavaza somebody, push someone away. The next day, the kid didn't come back. Because someone decided that I have to be tough, and I know what the kid needs, and instead of saying, hey, how have you been? Good to see you. Instead, it's looks, and a joke, and a comment, and like, oh, your hair is pink now? Oh, fluorescent lights. It's not funny. And it's not just people with pink hair. It's everybody could be carrying a pekala. You don't know what people are going through. So as much as I hate to say it, we all have to act nice. We just have to be nice to people and smile and just act like we're from out of town. It's pretty much the whole program. I'm telling you, I was in Chicago. It's amazing, this place. It's like I was driving and there's nobody honking. Like I don't look at in Brooklyn, I don't look at the light when it turns green. So I was driving with somebody, and he said, how come you're not looking at the light? I said, don't worry. As soon as it turns green, you're going to hear a from right behind you. That's the way we work here. And it's not like a little reminder. No, it's like as if like we are in the middle of an emergency, running away from the Nazis, and you're taking a half a second extra. It's like we have to get someplace. And it's like, the light, like there's a truck in front of me anyway, and there's a red light. Like, where are you going? But it's like, and it's very helpful, so I could be on my phone, and then I hear that, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're back. But in Chicago, I was on my phone for an hour and a half. No problem, no problem. Nobody's honking. Everybody's like, yeah, no problem. Do your thing. We totally understand. We're sorry. We're in your way. You know, feeling pressure, we'll just back up. They'll back up, you know, go around you. No problem, you know. Okay, let's just be nice. And I hope this guy wins $5,000. Just, what did he do? What? How have you been? It's nice to see you.